favourite attractions, possibly my absolute favourite Magic Kingdom attraction, is the Carousel of Progress. This was another attraction that was designed for the 1964 World's Fair in New York, and because of its success, it was transferred from the World's Fair to Disneyland in 1967, where it stayed until 1975. In 1975 it moved here to the Magic Kingdom. The Disneyland version had a second floor, which meant that when you got off the ride, you went up into a post-show area that had a model of Progress City, which was Walt Disney's blueprint for Epcot. When the ride moved, or when the attraction moved to Walt Disney World, that model was moved to the People Mover. So as you go through, that model of Progress City used to be part of the show for Carousel of Progress. The attraction was originally sponsored by General Electric, which is why it's mainly focused around the progress of technology, specifically electrical appliances and stuff, and how those electrical appliances have improved our life over the generations. The ride has been updated several times since it's been installed. The most recent update was in which is why it looks a little bit dated, but the final scene was changed, so it hasn't actually been updated since. It could do with a little bit of a refurb, I'm guessing, but apparently it was one of Walt Disney's favourite attractions, so he said it should never ever close. So hopefully that means for those of us that absolutely love this attraction, that it will always be available. I think one of the things that I really love about it is that there is only one. There are no other versions of this anywhere else in the world. The only way you can ride the Carousel of Progress is here in the Magic Kingdom. And I just absolutely love it. It's, I don't know, I think maybe because I like history, but it's also the audio animatronics. It's a big piece of Disney history, and I love it. I remember coming on with my mum and dad, always really enjoyed it. On really, really hot days, it's great for a bit of air conditioning and a bit of a sit down. So I'm probably going to go in now and have a little bit of a snooze because I'm really tired. Just bear in mind though, it does have altered operating hours, so it doesn't always run as long as the park is open. Sometimes it shuts as early as 6 or 7 o'clock. So if you want to have a ride on the Carousel of Progress, just check that out. So with all that, I'm going to go ride it. I love that they have this original poster here. It says the Carousel of Progress first premiered at the 1964-1965 World's Fair and then moved to Disneyland, where it opened as part of the new Tomorrowland. In 1973, the Carousel of Progress was relocated to its current home here in the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World, where it continues to entertain guests from around the world.
Welcome to Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress. Well, you're in for a real treat. The Carousel of Progress was Walt's own idea from beginning to end. He introduced the show at the World's Fair in New York City in 1964, and it was an immediate smash hit. Millions of people came to see it. And since then, the Carousel of Progress has had more performances than any other stage show in the history of American theater. You know, Walt loved the idea of progress, and he loved the American family. And he himself was probably as American as anyone could possibly be. He thought it would be fun to watch the American family go through the 20th century, experiencing all the new wonders as they came. And he put them together in a show called Carousel of Progress, which we are now about to see. Although our Carousel family has experienced a few changes over the years, our show still revolves around the same theme, and that's progress. May the century begin.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And tomorrow is just a dream away. Man has a dream, and that's the start. He follows his dream with mind. There's a dream come true.
Yeah, it looks like the Robins are getting ready to celebrate Valentine's Day today. What year is it? Oh, right around the turn of the century. And believe me, things couldn't be any better than they are today. Now, you be home by 9 o'clock, daughter. You hear me? Oh, well, with all this talking, I've worked up quite a thirst. I think I'll take one of those newfangled trolleys down to the drugstore soda fountain and meet the boys for a cold sarsaparilla. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. We're drinking root beer. Well, that's progress for you. And speaking of progress, there's a great big... beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away. Phew, boy, hottest 4th of July we've had in years. We've come a long way, though, since the turn of the century, over 20-some-odd years ago. You know that pilot fella, Charles Lindbergh? He's about to fly a single-wing airplane all the way across the Atlantic. He's never going to make it. Our perennial house guest, old Uncle Orville. Uncle Orville's taken over the coolest spot in the house, of course, and he's rigged up a real clever contraption. He calls it air cooling. Too bad he's not reading the Help Wanted ads.
No privacy at all.
Considering all the conveniences we now have, I'll say that we're really on easy street these days. It just can't get any better. Just goes to show that there's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and it becomes a reality. It's a dream come true for you. A great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away. Well, it's another Halloween here in the fabulous 40s. Everything is better than ever now. And we've got some amazing new wonders around the house singing our song. Come on, everybody. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. He walks through my heart.
And when it becomes a reality,
It's a dream come true for you. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away. Isn't it a pleasant holiday? Oh, turkey's in the oven, it's peaceful and quiet.
Yes! 300 points, my best score yet.
Well, it was peaceful until Santa brought that new virtual reality space pilot game.
Your turn, Bill.
Kid. Boy, that was fun. What will they think of next?
who knows? We've got a whole new century waiting for us out there.
Yeah, and maybe sometime in the new century, your father will learn how to talk to our oven.
Well, maybe by then ovens will read our minds. But hey, as long as we're all here and happy and together for the holidays, who cares if I burned our Christmas turkey?
I do. I'm starving.
Don't worry, Dad. Someday, everything's going to be so automated, you won't ever have to cook another Christmas turkey again.
There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow's just a sleep away.
He follows his dream with mine. Oh, and when it becomes a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me.
Carousel was originally
This ride has stopped temporarily and will
how those
Attention all people river passengers. For your